Yeah, on the daily, it's what I do. Get in tune.
Salutations. Fair game with TJ Ormroom. Klay Thompson proved last night that he has a lot left in the tank against the Utah Jazz, putting up 35 points off the bench, proving he is a spark. For me, it's not about that. Anyone that put in as much work as he did for the Golden State Warriors, being drafted by them, being a five-time All-Star, four-time champion, a lot of clutch moments within the playoffs that save their bacon to come off of the bench for who? Brandon Pasinski. I don't know if that is the way to go. As far as having the youth movement come in, yes, you have to build that team up for the future to take over from Klay Thompson, who is still putting up quality numbers. There's a better way to go about it. He's putting up for regular season career 19.6 rebounding. We don't look for that from a guard too much. Assists, that's not his role on the team. Steals per game, he at his peak was a steady ISO defender, giving Stephen Curry rest on the other end of the court so he can have fresh legs to do what he does, being a part of the Splash Brothers. 3-point percentage, 41.3, 85.6 at the free throw line, field goals, 45.3. And like I stated before, we all visually saw what Klay Thompson brought to the table. Now, playoffs, 19.2. He upped his rebounding to 4 per game. Steals, quality defender on his man, helping out team-wise, field goals. I would say, looking at these numbers, once he received those lower extremity injuries on his knee, and once he tore those Achilles, I can let you guys know it was from that, recovering from that injury, that dropped his numbers slightly off. And free throws is always consistent. Transition to currently in the regular season. 49 games, 49 starts, 50 games played, 17.3 points per game. I don't think that's worth yanking someone out of the starting lineup. I will get more into that. Rebounding, assists, everything is pretty much consistent throughout his entire career. Klay is going to bring what he's going to bring you at 3-point pointers percent. 37.3. Take him out of a starting lineup. I can see he's coming from almost 20 points per game, dropping off to 12 points per game, which should give them cause to pause. Well, he can't get his shot off no longer against NBA starters. He's not keeping up in front of his man. His game is completely off. Let's see, can he do much better off of the bench, even at the 3-point percentile? Yeah, he's a 40+% shooter throughout his career. 37.3, that's not that far off. I can see if he was shooting 30%, 28%, showing evidence his legs are completely gone from under him. A boatload of teams should be buying for Klay Thompson's services. Those numbers he posted currently is not bad. I'm sure starting opportunities are around the corner for him if he chooses to move on. It could be noble, him remaining a good soldier since Golden State drafted him. He is in the Hall of Fame no matter what. Still in all, he has a ton of game left. It's a lot to decide if you are an athlete in the NBA or any sport. Do you remain loyal to the soil per se, stick with the people who believed in you from Jump Street, or move on and show that they have it totally wrong? You are a starter in this league still, besides the lower extremity injuries suffered a few years back. Tough call, but very explosive performance against the Utah Jazz.